setters' cruise has been cut short again. Team down.
The competition told them to go fly a kite.
Ha! Nice one. The Vogue swooped up a cash box. Cash out underway thanks to the Overdogs. The Jet Setters have touched down in the arena. Team respawned. Go for a steal on C. So our contestants will want to chance us with plays here.
This is definitely sponsored material. Wow! Facing a surprise invaders.
Turbulence troubles for the Jet Setters once more. Team wipe. This unusual event has our contestants giving those aliens more than a run for their money as they scatter to avoid the assault.
The Overdogs have hit their stride, bagging their second cash out in a row.
There's a new vault to fight for in the arena. Oh, doctor? 60 seconds left. Our contestants need to pick it up a notch.
Can anyone pull off a last-second miracle?
The Overdogs grabbed a cash box. A tremendous heads-up play from the Vogues with more cash being added to their total. A new vault just appeared. Let's see who grabs that cash. 30 seconds left, June. God! See it here.
The teams need to give it everything they've got right now.
Bro, you guys suck so bad. I can't look at things.
This particular discipline, and just the humility to understand anything in the last couple of years, just in UFC. Which, by the way, I was doing a Robert Altman film called The Gingerbread Man back in the 90s, and UFC had just started off, and I was getting the VHS tapes and watching. And so when they go back on the 25 years ago, I was like, I've been there from jump. That's awesome. But watch, it's just that thing of no matter what you think, the times are changing quickly, and you just got to keep working.
Well, that was a real wake-up call for a lot of martial artists since the UFC, because a lot of the stuff that they were doing really wasn't effective.
Yep.
They thought it would be, and everybody was playing by the rules in the dojo and sort of following along the. But once you really saw an actual cage event where people were just going balls out, you realize, oh, a lot of this stuff just doesn't work.
And I love how messy it was at the beginning, too, because the style matchups were sort of almost crazy, laughable.
It's pretty sure about that.
Electro. The big splash.
Finally,
Sure, that's it. That's it. Yeah, it's beautiful. But the beautiful thing about something like swimming is they're going to take that armor and make it so that it's manageable to actually drive and control that. It's amazing. And
We've hit our first team for a very good showstopper.
drove the BMW electric car. I saw. I saw that.
The high notes got full of a cash box.
Yes. Yeah, you have to. You have to.
We're in Colorado in the
That
BTS.
is you should scare them off. That Maynard
Team response.
but as far in Arizona, it's so we were talking about it on the podcast. He's like, there's a week later when we arrived in the this
The ice is starting to heat up. High notes have started up a first cast.
you could get this. So let's get out of here. That's what I'm saying. So.
Misfortune for the high notes. Team right.
Leon Bridges. Yeah, he's like a folk tree. Yeah, this where his truck. Something really charted well. It was called The River. That was that.
Alright, bro. Fuck.
I go, I could take it to That's it's acceptable.
A long awaited return to the arena for the high notes.
Songs and shows? No. No, no. It's what is to be a game. Right. I'm telling you, I know the game is. Yeah, this is what it is. It's my game. Where I'm sneaking up on animals.
Alright, bro.
Right about now, let's see if they can Meteors adding a dazzling dimension to the competition.
The high notes
The high notes are back in the arena, folks.
That's a question I haven't found the answer to. Really? This shit happened so quick. I didn't really look at a person to shame. Not too many people around.
With the Meteor Showers event still active, our contestants are coping with the universe whirling in a fiery curveball.
My dog, I gotta do something. Listen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, it's here. Yo, thanks.
So ready to dive into success.
We've reached the end of the
History repeats. Back in action.
You're not happy about it, Joe, because when I know you left me, but I told you.
Every champion seems to be saying, still committed.
You can see it's not in the question. I said, keep it great. Richard, it's unusual the way it is. I wouldn't say anything more.
Just appeared in the arena. The wrestlers can't seem to flip the script. They're down again.
Just came together. How are we going to settle this, right? It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was a... Okay, so you're going to get specific about details.
Let's see if they bounce back.
The high notes are harmonizing at Vault 3.
All right? You know, we got all the bullet fragments out of it. Reimbursed. I guess you're just going to get
I know it's the catchwalk.
I've been cut his finger. That's better. It's better than the this. Person that you know that don't have a phone. But I'm telling you, doing this piece of shit, this place is advanced, but I'm a task that I took advantage, I took for granted. And the point I'm making is that
I know it's have a cash out insurance.
and you don't appreciate it. Right?
First grenade out.
Oh shit.
As he entered the second Station. Just denied a cash out. That's great skill. Scared? That's good. That didn't want to. See the government about to see the government each company. Government about one. He didn't do it. They were saying that he was in. Now they have about this all States about that she had to do. I just suggested it would be a good idea for everybody. Yeah, but it was good for everybody that you knew that, so we know that this is about the world. Yeah, but it's not surprising that you see the government in a situation like that because I'm pretty sure that's the right message. But I'm pretty sure that the motherfuckers are desperate. Well, that's that. They can't say that because they're a politician and everybody would go, wait a minute, if I just test people, can I go to work? Like what Dave's doing on his show. Yeah, test people in the audience. You can have a full audience. You know you have a bunch of people that are healthy. You know you're taking the measures to create that safety. Yes, it's a bubble. Here's the thing that a lot of people understand is that like
The Boundless Arena is
re-entering the arena.
yes. Like
Who is
He was energized thanks to the live wires.
And that's what you would work with me on that. You would be like you're handing out a platter of food to these people, like, do what you want to do. And I was like, I just gotta get good. Yeah, I gotta wrap my head around that. You're right.
The cast box.
Get all fired up there. I'm like, yeah, maybe bring it back a little bit.
Our contestants shouldn't get bent out of shape, even if your resting face are in the
So, but it's really hard. It was like this. It's like a dog. Fear. Yeah. It's like yeah. That's right.
There's no doubt that the live wires are plugged in. They've started a cash out.
You're faking it. He'll go with you to a joke.
We continue with our low gravity event, which he tells me has not led to any reduction to the standard level of physics.
You're a
Not you.
really intense and you'll never get back. Here we've been doing your things.
We've got our first team. Things are heating up.
It's just the greatest stuff ever been filmed out there. I love going there.
it's the best. Back when it was, I think it's gone under. I think they did just announce they're going bankrupt.
Oh, really?
See, the rules should tell people what it was. So what it was during our time, when we were young, was the Montreal Comedy Festivals where young comedians would go out and get a deal. And that's where you got the deal to do the King Queens.
And yes, I love that bell.
Yes, once you get in, the thing about
Towards the end of this game show event, a spectacle.
Yes. And they had this showcase called the Montreal Comic Festival just for
Get
that.
in there, bro. What the fuck?
It's the same thing. You go there, change your life. Yeah, that's 15 minutes.
Just sit there waiting to do it. Thanks again to our sponsors and to our viewers at home.
And that's what you think it is. Chicken got the deal with the deal. Yes, he got like 800,000 or something. It was some crazy money, or I don't know what something, not even amount of money. But he had no act, right? It was after that they thought he just tricked everybody. He did, and I don't know if he did it. And I wonder if he had a hype man. If you could have kept tricking people. Yeah. Like maybe he just went off the rails with anxiety when success starts, because that's one of the things that does happen. And I've talked about it. I think everybody admits it. When it first starts happening, you think it's going to go away. You get super anxiety. You feel like an imposter, and you can't move. Like you show up on the set, and you're like, "Are they kicking me out? I'm still here." My bugs. I'm telling you, I still do it. I'm not even kidding. You obviously don't, and you haven't. I do though. Do you really? Yeah, I do. I just ignore it and tell them to shut the fuck up. Well, that's what you got to do, I guess, and that's what I don't do enough, because I start thinking. And I start overthinking both sides. I'm like, oh gosh, when this happens, or this means something to this day. Yeah. Like if I'm doing like a theater and it's my people, and I know that they're coming to pay to see me, I'm pretty confident. I feel like I'm going to do. But if I do a club that they don't know me, like I did a corporate gig like a month ago, like in Miami, and I was like, oh boy, these corporate gigs, they can go either way, and it's well, I get there, it's in Miami, really good-looking people, everybody, it's in the lobby of the hotel, and I thought this was in the theater, I'm there, and it's a good, now I'm getting worried, I got to look much further, but then you find out, everyone wants to see me. The woman who's like CEO of this company, it was her birthday, and she liked me. So she brought me in to for all her friends to say, I'm sitting in the lobby and I'm finding all this information out as I'm sitting there. And I'm not kidding, I've never had a panic attack. I start going, what do you mean, just nobody else knows I'm here or this or that, or they don't know? They go, no, they don't know, this is a company. And, and I'm looking in the room, it's in the lobby. I can see through like a little glass window, and they're drinking, they're having, they're talking at table. We're set up for comedy too, just like round tables, like not even basic. And I see a postage stamp of a stage that I got to stand on, and I'm like, oh, that's not right. So I said, well, I can't do this. I'm going to stand there. I do tell them, you can't do this. I don't want to do it. It's not going to go well. And then he started going, she's up on stage now, introducing me, and I go, oh my gosh. So I start freaking out. Oh, it's going to be big time. I get up there and I go, just get in with that first joke. You do. I said, you don't. They don't buy you on that first joke. You're gone. You're gone for an hour. Cool. Oh gosh. And they're not even listening. They're loud when they bring me up. And when I came up, it wasn't even a deal. But I got him. I don't know what I said. I just said one joke about thanking me, thank you for bringing me up. And I just won them over in one street way. And they turned and they laughed. Another joke, very unusual. I just kind of go, this, that. They laughed at that. I just said, I got it. It was great. It was great. Sweat the whole time. Feeling the sweat, it was like, it was rough. But, yeah, that worked out great. But I ran into Sandler when I missed you at the airport. I ran into Sandler. Just tell me about the fucking corporate gig that he just had to do. Yeah, I told him about the same thing. He had the same thing, but it was like something like that has to do. Yeah, apparently. literally, he was like, he was music and that sound. And he said they weren't even listening. He turned away. They weren't listening to the band. And it was insane. These dudes played like it was a packed arena. Where? It was at a fucking conference room at a hotel. They had stuff that was like stage stuff nice. But like, you know, all of a sudden they were like, hey everybody, hey, Stone Temple Pilots. And then they fucking I was so impressed by his ability to perform. I mean, there's like there's a rock dance and watch the show. This dude did it's incredible. I mean, here's this. That's it. He's a pilot. And everybody represents full commitment, you know, it's very inspiring. You'll never forget that. Because if you never see anybody fully commit, that's why. You've always seen great comics ever that exist when they have great comics. The best comic book out of nowhere, no scene. We all need to see other people do something special. And if you're lucky, you live in New York or you live in LA or now you live in Texas, it's killers all the time. Yeah. And then you get a sense of it. It's going to go like so you see a guy jumping on the rave birthday party. Who's a 5'7" artist with this insane band iconic. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's like that fucking guy worked in his like he does it. He didn't have the sound. Yeah. It's like conspiracy. That's what you got to be. I need a hype man. You're doing two different guys. I am. You don't know. I do. Yeah, to my own devices, I go into a little hole. I do. Everything's good. Everything. But this is the thing. Like I have, I'm playing my first arena coming up, and I'm freaking out. I've never done that. Are you doing it in the round? No. That's the way to do it. You know why? This is late for that. It's okay. You'll still have a great time. They're still great. The arenas are great. They're fun. It's a wild experience. But the round is the best because it's actually intimate in a strange way. Because everybody sits there facing everybody. Yeah. So all the people see each other. They're all in it together. I love that. I love that idea. But does the stage, does it turn? No, you walk around. I used to do the one, the Westbury Music Fair. Oh, of course. It was in for you, and you don't even know where the hell you are. And then you have to fix that. That's awkward. You don't know the stairs. You don't know where they are. You don't know where they shifted. You don't know what you're looking at. You got it. The one in Phoenix, that's but it's in the round. It's like a 2,000 seat comic living around. That's what it's like. I would feel guilty, like the half the crowd is looking. You know, I keep thinking now. I got another thing to think about. They've seen my afro run in the last 4 minutes. I got to check with the head. I mean, it's been 50 years. Like in there, how do you break it up? Well, you have giant screens. So the thing about the screens, they have massive. So if for some reason, like we did these ones in Ohio. And Chappelle came down, and it was very interesting to watch because they didn't know he was supposed to be there. And it was my show, and Tony didn't know there was going to be Dave up there. So Dave had to go. Oh, wow. And so it's like, he's going to stay. And he's going to stay. So Dave rolls like, plastic, this is the guy that people think, he just drove in, and to say hi, and the was like, yeah, I go, we meet shit for what? I mean, go on, let's go. He goes, where? I go, give me up in 5 minutes. He goes, well, let's have a drink. So we had a drink, and then we're sitting in the green room. We've got about 1 minute to go. I go, I want to have a drink. Because he needs to know that it's not me that he's bringing up nicely. So he starts bringing me up.